Good morning. At this time, I'd invite you to join us in honoring America as Raffi Peel sings the national anthem. Would you please rise?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thanks, Raffi. Thank you, Raffi. Good morning, families, staff, class of 2021. Every class has a unique spirit and identity. This class has stood out since their arrival as sixth graders 3 years ago. Their fifth grade teachers identified them as nice and kind. And these are some of the comments I've heard from their eighth grade teachers this year. Great kids, nice kids, my favorite class ever, and my brightest group ever. I have to admit, morning hall duty hasn't always been a highlight for me. But this year, I did feel guilty at times that it was so easy. Kids were just talking in the halls, smiling, laughing with each other, without touching each other, without running, or without leaving a mess after they'd eaten breakfast. This is an extremely prepared and special class that we are proud to send on to PW next year. For the past 3 years, students, you've heard us say that we have two goals at CMS: be nice and give your best effort. And I know at times probably those words kind of went unheard because you heard them so much. And they're pretty simple words, but they're very powerful words. As you move on to PW, you're middle schoolers right now, but next year you'll be high school students. You know, I feel compelled to add a couple of goals to your list because I think you're now mature enough to handle them. Because these next two goals aren't easy to achieve. They're really difficult for us as adults to really live by each and every day. But I really think if you listen this morning and do your best to apply them and live by them, I think they're really a good place to start as far as having a life plan. I will add this disclaimer, certainly your parents and your families get to choose what your life goals are and how to live your life. But I think this is really a good place to start, and it's served my own kids very well and certainly me, and I'm appreciative for them. So goal number 3, be receptive to advice. Some of you kids call it being criticized, telling you what to do, getting yelled at, getting in trouble, etc. I've heard it over the course of your 3 years here, and that's really not what it is. What I call it is getting advice. Be a good listener. Hear what other people have to say about you and your performance. At the end of the day, it's really you that get to decide whether or not you accept it. Is it something that you do really need to change that can make you a better person? Or is it bad advice from a misguided source? During your time here, we've talked, as you do research, about some sources are good and some sources are bad. Same with feedback. Sometimes you'll get feedback from a source that really, you'll have to say, you know what, I really don't think that's something that's going to serve me well. And other times you'll say, that's really good advice, and I really did need to hear that. Now, you have to be on the lookout. It's going to come in different forms. Not everybody's going to deliver the feedback to you in a manner that you're most comfortable with. Instead of focusing on how they're saying it, which may come across as they're being mean, or they're lecturing me, or they're preaching to me, instead, sift through all of that and just think about, what are they really saying to me? What's the message? And again, will it make me better? Or will you ultimately reject it and say, that's really not going to help my cause? Personally, I can tell you that it's been a journey for me over the course of time. I've received tons of feedback. I get it from my wife all the time. I get it from my kids. I get it from my mom and dad. I get it from you. I've had it from your parents. And I've had it from our teachers. And it's not always in a way that I feel good after I get it. Sometimes I hang up the phone and put my head down and feel sorry for myself. But I'll tell you this, every single time I've received it, I've thought about it, I've reflected on it, and either rejected it, or for the most part, I need to tell you, I've applied it, and it's made me a better person. And I really appreciate it, because giving honest feedback is really tough. Think about the times where you've interacted with your friends, and you really wanted to tell them the truth, but you didn't, because you didn't want to hurt their feelings, and you didn't want to lose their friendship. So the people in your life that are willing to have the courage to tell you the truth, you need to respect that and be grateful for it, but because it will make you better people. I promise you that. Goal number 4, and probably the toughest of the 4, is once you've lived by the first 3, you're a good person, you're really nice, you treat people the way you want to be treated, and you work extremely hard, you do whatever you can to reach your goals, and you value feedback. The 4th one is you need to have faith that you've done all you possibly can. There's a lot of drama that's out there in life, and you can get caught up in that. Why did this person make the team and I didn't? This coach stinks, he doesn't know what he's doing. Or, I should have gotten an A. Teacher didn't give it to me. Or, I wanted them to be my boyfriend or girlfriend, and they picked this other person. You can get caught up in that and have excuses for everything that doesn't go your way and put all your energy into that. Or you can say, you know what? I did all I could do. I planted all kinds of good seeds, and I controlled everything I could. I'm a good person. I work hard. I treat other people right. I try to grow and get better every year. And if it doesn't work out, if you don't get what you want, what I'm asking you to do is think of it as it just wasn't the right time for me with this particular thing that I wanted, because the universe knows what's best for you and what you need and where you'll be most successful. So have faith in it. It takes all the pressure off, guys. All the pressure of getting where you want to get and when you want to get there. You just control what you can control, and then after that, let things happen. You know, I heard Mr. Bacani use the terminology, trust the process. And if you're a Sixer fan like I am, you've heard that for way too many years. But I really know that it works, guys. It works. You will end up where you need to be if you focus your energies on controlling the things that you can control. So as you continue on at PW next year, or wherever you're attending high school, please try to remember these 4 goals. Be nice to people. You guys have been extremely nice. All the accolades and all the premonitions of your 5th grade teachers absolutely came true. You're really great kids. And your teachers have said here, you work extremely hard. Now, I don't know if you'll choose to accept feedback. It's not natural for young people. You tend to get defensive, but I'm asking you to really value the people in your lives that try to give you honest feedback to make you better. And then last, and I think the most important one, the one that takes all the pressure off of you, all the drama surrounding things that happen, is have faith that if you're true to those first 3 principles, that you will end up where you need to be and where you were meant to be. Thank you for all the gifts you've given me in your 3 years here at Colonial Middle School. You've been an amazing class of kids. We'll certainly miss you and wish you well in reaching all your dreams moving forward. Kids, thank you. Okay, at this time, Lauren and Sarah are going to sing a song for us.
They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.
Thanks, Katie and Lauren and Sarah. Great job today. At this time, I'd like to introduce our class president, Joey Armstrong.
Good morning, parents, teachers, and class of 2021. CMS has been a great experience for all of us. It has provided us with new memories and new people in our lives that we will never forget. I know that we've grown physically, intellectually, and socially throughout our 3 middle school years, and I also know that CMS will continue impacting kids' lives for years to come. I know that some of us are eager to leave and head to the high school, but I'm sad that we have to leave CMS. I won't miss some of the drama, struggles that come with middle school, but I definitely will miss the people that make CMS what it is. This has been our school, and we've been the leaders this year. I'm extremely grateful for everyone who's been here for me whenever I needed them. I know that there were probably times when our teachers didn't feel appreciated, though I think it's appropriate to let them know now that they have a huge impact on our growth over the past 3 years. They taught us, had laughs with us, and showed us what a great role model looks like. They never gave up on any of us, and were always there to catch us when we fell. Thank you, teachers, for all you've given us during our time at CMS. In closing, I'd like to wish all of my classmates a bright future. Set your goals high and work hard to reach them. Be kind to others along the way and make a difference. Thank you for your attention and best wishes to all of you.
Thank you, Joey. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Mrs. Prickett, team leader for the blue team. As we announce student names this morning, we'd really appreciate if we'd wait until all the names have been announced to applaud. Thank you.
Good morning. At this time, I am honored to present the 92 students from the 8 Blue team this year. Again, I ask you to kindly hold your applause until the names from all 5 learning times have been read. We will begin with Mr. Clark's learning time. Dhruv Agarwal. Guadalupe Carmona. Nathan Sedacian. Emily Cohen. Reagan Gaiman. Kaylee Givnish. Daniel Knapp. Jacob Kurtz. Zachary Lefkowitz. Isabel Martin. Tracy Matthew. Joseph Molinaro. Alexander Myers. Shelley Price. Nicholas Skoma. Devin Skiles. Dean Suchland. Emily Weiss. and Logan Wright. Next, Mr. Fabio's learning time. Nakia Alexander. Linnell Amatame. Lauren Benninghoff. Lindsay Berman. Victoria Brock. Timothy Bion. Nicholas Sedacian. Luke Gomer. Linda Holmes. Jaden Hudson. Ariana Johnson. Zoe Joseph. Jordan O'Brien. Carly Rosenberger. Mia Ruggiero. Caleb Silverman. Lauren Small. And Noah Stern. And now for Mrs. Grugan's learning time. Joseph Armstrong. Leonard Benson. Brianna Conquest. Gwendolyn Giambalvo. Dylan Gunaratna. Daniel Hannon. Timothy Kim. Olivia Lakoff. Nicole Link. Ellie Lubin. Amelia Martin. Sophia Roisman. Hayes Rosado. James Ryan. Emma Sassy. Kyler Timbers. And Sharam Vendan. And now for Mr. Rothstein's learning time. Ryan Bandura. Tyler Biddle. Otterino Carbone. Evan Chan. Thomas Corcoran. Gabrielle Famiano. Emma Filey. Robert Hayden. Sarah Hess. Chauncey Miller. Jack Mishkin. Ashley Newell. Edward Owens. Olivia Schaefer, Evan Spriggs, Sally Sudman, Alexander Spurka, Mia Taylor, and Tia Tunstall. And now for my learning time, Mrs. Prickett's learning time. Darius Artis. Nathaniel Ayala. Toby Farbstein. Danielle Groman. Julian Ianello. Lindsay Jones. Christian Kennedy. Madison Keurig. Hunter Masters. Haley McCourt. Caitlin Moore. Devin Morgenstein. Jeremy O'Leary. Edward Rink. Aaron Reuter. Ryan Small. Adelaide Stanley. Aiden Stein. And Livia Van Wee. Please join me in congratulating the 92 students from the blue team. And now Mr. Hankins for the green team.
Thank you. Once again, I ask that you would please wait until I can read all 91 names of the students on the 8th grade green team so that each can be recognized and their name be heard by their families. First, Mrs. Slattery's learning time. Daniel Banks. Sean Beausoleil. Casey Blake. Sophie Burslow. Haley Felgoys. Nassim Gary. Jordan Green. Xavier Green. Daniel Lee. Harrison Levins. Tom Manley. Timothy McBride. Kaylee Missimer. Brianna Neary. Justin Ruffin. Willie Schilt. Katie Smith. Next, Mr. Trigone's learning time. Madison Bakula. Brianna Byrne. Marco Chan. Andrew Combs. Gianna DiLeonardis. Daniel Epstein. Rhea Gauntlet. Treasure Green. Ashley Jimenez. Rachel Kenworthy. Natalie Lanning. Molly McGill. Declan McCullough, Rafaela Pio, James Scanlon, Carson Siegel. Next, my learning time. John Luke Bass, Emily Caffrey, Gabrielle Cooper, Anthony Dinolfi, Christian D'Onofrio, Stephen Forcelli, Taylor Goodman, Elizabeth Gerbeck, Daniel Cayley, Leah Kay, Drew Condave, Eliza Pligerman, Brianna Martinez, Luca Pradarudi, Jake Wigler, Allie Ryder, Dion Scutchin, Bo Shute, Alexander Williamson. Now Mrs. Ravinsky's learning time. Zachary Barr, Liberty Boyle, Vincent Gibson, Zachary Horvitz, Surya Narayan Kartith, Connor Magda, Jessica Mitchner, Sydney Mitros, Victoria O'Malley, Hannah Park, Benjamin Picker, Jordan Ruttman, Justin Soa, Nikhil Taneja, Zahir Tranks, Cynthia Trujillo, Emily Yeager, Alexandra Zolti, and finally, Mrs. Johnson's learning time. Julia Vett, Grant Brother, Joelle Ellenbach, Sarah Fahmy, Madeline Vayakavitz, John Fleming, Henry Hanlon, Victor Kowalski, Layla Lauber, John Manzo, Sarah Boya, Darcy Miller, Carmen Miramontes, Jack Spida, Sarah Snyder, Caitlin Teeters, Carla Torres, and Thomas Yamashek. The 91 members of the 8th grade green team. Congratulations. And now Mr. Joyce with the 8th grade orange team.
It's my pleasure to present the 8th grade Orange team. Please hold your applause so each child is recognized. Begin with Mrs. Everly's learning time. Esteban Aparicio Fernandez. Jacob Bainbridge. Micaiah Bolden. Jaden Carter. Kenneth Cutler. Nicholas DeVitas. Rob Etzel. Shane Greenlee. Kylie Jones. Nathan Kiker. Jaden Mapp. Madeline McClure. Isabella Schmelzer. Shona Smith. Andrew Stevens. Charlie Tullio. Kevin Williams. Emily Wilson. Now for Mr. Bennett's learning time, Leah DeBona. Luke DiCiano. Eric DeNova. Shannon Gallagher. Lukinson Joseph. Caroline Kay. Aaron Levin. Abby Minecci. Catherine O'Neill. Hannah O'Rourke. Kayla Palmer. Juliana Payon. Matthew Picorni. Nicholas Professori. Kendall Reef. Brooke Timer. Alex Trebizowski. Amasia Tully. Emily Wilkinson. Now for Mr. Yeagel's learning time, Elizabeth Beretta. Aeneas Belton. Gavin Franzoni. Danielle Goldstein. Amir Harris. Shaylin Holmstrom. Maggie Jiang. Ariane Johnson. Lillian Kasman. Miles Krasson. Samuel Lipkin. Eric Matthews. Piper McGee. Gage Monsell. Shayna Salzberg. Mason Smith. Macy Trembat. Christian Vetter. Allison Whiteman. And now for Ms. Brzezinski's learning time. Ambrose Belton. Jenna Cohen. Nathan Conrad. Kate Fields. Sean Morgan. Catherine Lee. Mackenzie Lazinski. Taylor Marin. Michael O'Neill. Jan Olenjinsky. Elizaveta Smalia. Mizani Smith. Zachary Spira, William Stanzak, Sarah Toniato, Anna Visa, Matthew Williamson, Colin Woodward. And now for Mr. Joyce's homeroom. Mitchell Anderson, Tariq Dabiri, Colin Duffy, Emma Frills, Javon Joseph, Riley Leahy, Thomas Longo, Juliana Mangine, Sophia Newmeyer, Nina Rafferty, Chloe Seener, Kevin Shee, Abigail Slowick, Benjamin Tavori, Anthony Tusky, Dion Wright. And now for Mrs. Cox with the 8th grade red team. Sorry, 8th grade on.
All right, and I would like to call the 8th grade red team. It's my honor. This is Mr. Gephardt's learning time. Ariana Chambers, David Coleman, John Coven, Sabri Dixon, Fiona Dow, Jordan Ebo, Jacob Janesen, David Harris, Abigail Keenan, Alexandra Markowitz, Robert McGuire, Frank McKeever, Isabella McNew, Maylin McWilliams, Anthony Mangini, Brandon Reinhardt, David Rodriguez, Jack Smith, Jacob West. And now for my homeroom, Sophia Brennan, Brenna Budd, Taya Heinberg, Zoe Wang, Alfredo Jimenez, Sung Lee, Eric Lockhart, Hugo Marquez, Nicholas Massley, Kaylee O'Kane, Emma Smiley, Asia Smith, Ryan Smith, Cole Tosi, Sarah Trask, Tyler Yore, Jason White, Ava Zielinski. And now for Mr. Engel's learning time. Mia Bruzzo, Rocco O'Caro, Benjamin Carr, Brianna Cassidy, Samuel Chapin, Shane Dunleavy, Lucas Gilbert, Dylan Duran, Lucas Gilbert. Kristen Herbert. Harry Lewis. Grace Lynch. Tyler Panzer. Benjamin Santoli. Cece Schmelzer. Ava Schreiber. Brooklyn Smith. Daniel Simnoski. And now for Mrs. McCracken's homeroom. Jonathan Bale. Shishi Baryon. John Benedict. Brandon Capizzi. Dylan DeCinque. Rachel Farrer. Jocelyn Freed. Tatiana Hicks. Sean Young. Alexis Lockbury. Emma Malone. Haley Patachny. Lily Quinn. Jillian Quirus. Melissa Silva. Joseph Spinelli. Tyler Squires. Arya Venkat. Matthew Zack. And now for Mrs. Wistrick's learning time. Noor Al-Hebshi. Lily Velasco. Mara Brainerd. Kennedy Covington. Jenna Fitzpatrick. Harrison Lance. James Hildebrand. Kimani Kinyanjui. Zachary Colson. Anna Maria Maloney. Delaney McCain. Anaya Murray. Megan Nugent. Marissa Sloan. Kelly Thomas. Camille Shasta. Jacob Wagner. Alexis Wasowski. Thank you. From the red team.
Okay, again, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2021. You set the bar very high for next year's 8th grade class. We wish you well. Stay together as a class. Be there for each other moving forward. Parents, congratulations to you, and best wishes moving forward in your lives as young adults. We're going to have our students leave first. And parents, we'd appreciate if you stay in your seats as they exit, and then certainly we'll all gather in the light court, and hopefully we can spend some time together. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of the day.